Alright, so this is another just a neat old item that I wanted to try to fix up and clean up. It's barely functional. It's a small binocular, and it's called AirGuide, made in USA. So I don't know if you'll be able to tell by looking down there towards the white part, but there appears to be some rust on the inside on the lenses because I can't clean it. You know, you wipe the outside of the both sides and there's still what appears to be reddish colored specks in there, and if you see, when I try to open it, this side hangs up and it doesn't want to open unless you either lift on this side or push down on this side, and then you can get it to open. And you can see why it hangs up worse on this side is because of this, I think because of this rust. And so I'm hoping if I take these two screws out, I'll be able to separate it and clean the rust and clean the inside of the lenses, and then wipe this all down with fluid film and on the inside as well in case there's any rust on the inside, and then hopefully put it back together and have it work properly and stop rusting. Perfect. Well, it looks like these are probably crimped on there. I know they don't unscrew, so I think we're just gonna have to clean it as best I can with those pieces still together, and then I will thread it back together and we'll go from there. Okay, so I cut off some Scotch-Brite, and I'm trying to clean the rust out in here without getting it on the lens, because I don't want to scratch up the lens. So I'm just trying to knock off the worst of the rust, and you can see there's quite a bit of rust and schmutz in there. So I'll do this other side. Can you see how badly it's rusted inside there? It's no wonder there was rust all over the lenses. So let's clean that up. Alright, now that I got it as cleaned up as I'm going to get it, I'm going to treat it with some fluid film. So just wipe this stuff around on everything rusty. So I'm having a little trouble getting the fluid film all the way to the very bottom. The fibery bits of the Q-tip are kind of stretching out, but not staying formed. So to make sure I get them in there, I got some of these makeup cotton swabs, and they're like well formed. You see there's a very pointy tip and a very wide flat kind of tip. So it is an interesting tool essentially for fine detail stuff. And I have it here in the train room because of working on fine details on model stuff. And there we go. Works like a charm. But that bit is done. Alright, so I finished cleaning and lubricating everything, and cleaning the glass very carefully as best I could with some alcohol, and they seem very nice and clear now. So we'll get this screwed back together, hopefully. They move without assistance, and there is much rejoicing. And they look pretty clear. And they look pretty good. Much better. Thanks for watching. Hey Toolerinos. Item out of the ordinary here from my father-in-law's garage. I believe he told me this was his mother's bicycle. My son wanted to bring it home and mess with it, and I told him it would need a bathtub full of evaporust to do anything with it. I didn't really expect it to be reasonably easy to do anything with. It's got this neat lighted bit. I'm assuming there's batteries inside, or there would be. It says Grants, and has this neat kind of sheet metal fake gas tank looking thing. And here's the chain guard. It says custom and some kind of symbol. And the sheet metal used to be blue. Back of the seat says Troxel, Moscow, Tennessee, USA. Didn't know there was a Moscow anywhere in the United States. It's kind of interesting. But and my son just pumped up the tires and oiled the chain and stuff, and it rides. So, surprise! Probably been parked in that garage for at least 20 years, I would think. Just kind of surprising that a tiny bit of service, and as bad as it looks, it is still rideable. Okay, later. Hey guys, just here's a Catroduction. This one is the cat we call Mama Cat. Hey Mama. She's sneezing. This was a stray. She is now very much liking to be an inside cat, but she goes in and out. Sheebs. And here's another Catroduction. This is Sheba. She's all gray, And she's very cute and lovey and snuggly and is a good kitty.